Shout out to Kop-Ish.
Shout out to Kopish, guys.
Keep all the good work
the
up.
two legends, Emil Heskey, Howard Gill. Can't get much better than that, guys. Yeah. You know what to do now. Like, comment, subscribe. I'm with legends, guys.
Kopish.
Yes, lovely people. Hope you're well. Welcome back to another live match preview. One game away from Wembley, one game away from a cup final, one game away from extending our record as the most winningest team in this competition, joined by the one and only Drifty. Big up yourself, bro. How you doing?
Big up, bro. I'm blessed, man. I like that. The winningest. I like that.
Facts are facts, bro. Facts are facts.
Yeah. What is it? 10 we make it if we win it.
Yes, we're on 9 at the moment. If I'm not mistaken.
We're 9. We're the record holders of this competition.
Yeah. So we're record holders of this. We are record holders in the UK and England for the Champions League. Arsenal record holders for FA Cup, and we're one behind Man United for record. Well, we were one behind Man United until May when we joined, but yeah. So we'll have 3 of the 4 records, and then obviously quads means you win everything. So we'll be closing the gap on Arsenal with that one as well.
I wonder
as always, guys,
the European of the UEFA, because we got 3 UEFA Cups, and
yeah,
I wouldn't be surprised if we're at the top.
Yeah,
it is. We are.
Who else is it going to be, bro?
No, that's what I was thinking. I was thinking, what happened?
Who else is going to be Arsenal?
No, it could have been maybe like Everton or somebody who was good back in the day. You know, like no, come on, let's be honest. Back in the day, Everton was good. Everton
it ain't going to be anyone else but us.
Everton have got 8 league titles, bro. Like back in the day, historically,
monkeys,
they're a good game. No, I'm just saying, historically, Everton are a good team, bro.
And historically, we are superior to everyone, bro. So.
Yeah, no, I get that. I'm just saying. I was just trying to think, who could have more UEFA Cups than us? Is there any English club that could have more
Cups as well?
UEFA Cups?
Big up Connor the Red. Most Super Cups as well. It's what we do. Trophy cabinets are full round there, bro. You don't see that to change the wall up, bro. They had to go to a new part of the building to put the honours up.
Oh, 9. Sorry, forgive me, Everton fans. 9 league titles. Now, this is what I'm saying. Like 9 league titles. No. But if you compare that to the rest of the country, like this is what I'm saying. Like obviously, it's fuck Everton all day. But if we're doing the historical thing, after Arsenal, are they not technically historically the next biggest club? Because I know Villa and Nottingham Forest have won Champions Leagues, but 9 league titles has got to be the most out of all the other teams outside Man U, Arsenal, and Liverpool. It must be. Who else would have come close?
You still got to give it to Man United, though, innit?
What you mean in terms of like league titles?
Yeah, historically as well. Before the tragedy with the Busby boys.
Oh yeah. Historically, Man United are right up there. Yeah, without a doubt. But yeah. So that means that Everton are the fourth highest in terms of league titles. That you got to put a bit of respect on.
What number are they? It's all coming full circle, bro. Even Drifty's throwing up the 4s now. What can I say? No, big up to everyone in the chat as always. When we get behind the mic,
just another stat that we broke. Fair enough.
Yeah, look, bro. How many times do I have to keep on saying this is what we do? How many times? Why are you running? How many times do I say it's what we do, bro. It's what we do. We have a big game tomorrow. We're going to this game with a 2-1 lead. A tough home game. Fulham actually took the lead in that game, if I'm not mistaken. We had to battle back and win 2-1 in the end. Could have had a couple more, but Fulham also could have had another goal in that game as well. Were it not for good defending and good goalkeeping. So, how are you feeling going into this game, bro?
People are going to think I'm just being typical me, but I'm apprehensive about the game because it's away from home, and I think we will rotate players because we need to, because of like how decimated the squad is. I know we'll get into the fact that we do seem to be getting some positive news on the injury front, but you can't just play them all straight away because they might re-injure themselves. So you're going to have to ease them back into the team slowly. So I'm still a little apprehensive, bro. I really wish we had a 2-goal cushion. I really hate the fact that we didn't win 2-0 or 3-1. I do hate the fact that we've only got a 1-goal cushion. So yeah, a little apprehensive if I'm being honest.
That's fair. I am confident not arrogant with this game. I rate Fulham. Everyone knows I rate Fulham as a team. They're a very good team. I like the way they play football. We've spoken about Marco Silva. You gave him really high praise in the last game as well.
He's a brilliant
saying,
manager.
yeah, he's a very good manager. So not taking this game for granted. But again, with all due respect, I expect us to win this game. I really do. And I expect us to put on a good performance, and we should do our thing. You just mentioned about the injuries. It's a tweet from James Carroll earlier. Andy Robertson will return to the Liverpool squad for Wednesday's game at Fulham after resuming full training. Curtis Jones also in contention, so thank God that injury doesn't look as bad as it seemed. Full injury update, including the latest on Trent, Szoboszlai, Tsimikas from Pep. So that was earlier. If I'm not mistaken, Szoboszlai is now back in full training. Trent, I think, is also available for the FA Cup game. Tsimikas is still waiting to go back into full training. Thiago apparently is in full training, but we still don't know the ins and outs of that, and no further news on Bajcetic as far as I know. But I don't expect to see Bajcetic for the rest of the season. I think, you know,
I'll just let the kid keep on growing and learning, and let's get him ready for next season. There's no point risking Bajcetic this season. What is he, 18? I don't even know if he's turned 19 yet. There's no need for him. There's no need for him to be risked or rushed or anything like that.
Completely agree. So, Drift, with news of Robertson being back in the squad, would you do it
for this game?
Yeah.
And I'll tell you why.
No, hold it. So we might as well just go into team selection then.
All right, go on then.
I thought you were going to say no, so you kind of threw a spanner in the work, but it's all good. I'm used to you and Matt doing this to me now. So, in goal, who are you going with?
Queef.
Composure. Composure. Oh, man. Composure. Oh, man. Composure. Yes, so Kelleher in goal. Who are you going? You
know what? This is where it gets a little tempting. Because I want to protect Bradley, but I do believe that this is a game he should play. I'm gonna go Bradley. I'm gonna go Bradley for this one.
Okay. So who you go left back?
Robbo.
Oh, I know what you're gonna do.
Oh no! I'm not.
Centre back.
I'm protecting him, which is why I'm doing this. Because here's the thing. Here's the reason I'm putting Robbo straight in. People are gonna say I'm crazy, and maybe I am, but this is why I'm bringing Robbo straight in. I believe he's been completely okay in terms of his general training and fitness. It's just been physicality where he had to wait until he was ready for his shoulder. So he was still doing things like running and stuff, even when his arm wasn't like, okay and stuff. He was still like light jogging, like running, whatever. So fingers crossed. That means that generally speaking, the rest of his body is still completely fine and his fitness is at a high level, and it was only about the shoulder. That being said, I then believe that it's less of a risk to play him than it would be, say, a man who's just come back from a hamstring injury, where your legs are actually going to be put to the test straight away. And then that means that you're going to be on the thing of like, it could go again. Generally speaking, with shoulder injuries and arm injuries and stuff like that, once the medical team does a scans and it's okay, generally speaking, you're okay. Of course, things can happen. Don't get me wrong. But generally speaking, you're okay once the scans come up clear. So Robbo will be a lot more fit, say, than Soboslai, who's just missed 6 weeks with a hamstring. And if he plays again, that hammy could go again if you rush him back. Therefore, I think Robbo will be way more ready than a lot of the other players who've been injured. So I would bring him back to give Gomez a rest, because I know what you thought I was going to do, but I think Gomez needs a rest. Gomez has been in the firing line for a while. Nah, Gomez has been in the firing line for a while, and I believe he should have a midweek off. I do. I think it's time to let Joey have a little break. Do you know what I mean? So that's why I would bring Robbo back in. Plus an experienced head in the team as well.
For me personally, I'd have gone Gomez left back and Bradley right back.
Okay. I've got a feeling that might actually be what Klopp does. I would go Robbo. And even if you bring Robbo off on that 60th, 70th minute and then bring on Owen Beck or something to see the game out, like I would prefer that and just give Gomez the night off.
I'd rather Robbo get 30 minutes or 20 minutes at the end and then he starts in the FA Cup game at the weekend, but don't want to go too far. Centre backs, who are you starting?
VVQ 100%. But this is the tough one for me, because I think you got to go Van Dijk. I think we have to make sure we do have the good players that can get us over the line, because Fulham are no mugs. So you can't do a rotation in this game too far. Like, you can't go a step too far. You can't do what you would do against like a Division 1 team where you can put out a whole load of the kids. You still got to pretty much stick to what would be considered a team that can keep their head. Do you know what I'm saying?
So let me ask you though, Drift. If VVD's starting and he's next to Robbo in your team, Kwanzaa next to Bradley, you comfy with that?
Yeah. I think both youngsters have proved themselves in the first team to be able to handle themselves. Can controversy hit? Of course,
I don't think Bradley's proved himself. Yeah, he's only played one full game. Can't say he's proved himself.
That was like his 4th game. Maybe in the Premier League was his first game, but he's played in cup games. And he's but he handled himself for the Emirates. He handled himself against Fulham. He handled himself against Bournemouth. Like, he's handled himself, bro.
I rate him, but to say he's proven himself, I think is a step too far.
No, he's proven he can handle himself. He's proven he can handle. You know what I mean? Like, you can't rough him up. He's not gonna. Do you know what I mean? Like, you can't bad him up. Obviously, he's still got a bit to where you'd be like, he could actually be a first 11 right back for Liverpool week in, week out. But he's proven that he can handle himself and you can't just push him around. Do you know what I mean? So I think, yeah.
I would go VVD and Kanate for this game.
Oof, I think Ibu's got to be given.
I'm going to explain. The reason why I do that is because I'd look at this game, and no disrespect to Norwich, I'd look at this game as a tougher game. Especially away from
this
home.
Game's tougher than Norwich, 100%.
I think the lads, after doing the Bournemouth game, can do this game and be okay, and then hopefully get a rest at the weekend.
I hear that. Norwich at home is a much easier game than Fulham away. That's a fact.
On paper.
Yeah. On paper, yeah. Obviously, yeah. I think
So
Norwich.
I'm gonna put your team here for now, but obviously, everyone in the chat can choose their team, whether it be now or watching this later. Midfield. This is where it gets tough.
Yeah.
In fact, it doesn't for me.
We got to make sure that we keep control of the game. We have to make sure we keep control of the game away from home. So you got to go pretty strong in midfield. So I'm going McAllister at the base of in the DM.
I agree with that. That's what I'd be doing.
I'm going Grav left-sided 8.
Yeah.
And I'm going Elliot right-sided 8.
Yeah, I think that's the only thing we can do right now.
Well, you could bring in Bobby, and you could also take a risk maybe with one or two of the players who have just come back.
Could you argue Gakpo for instead of Elliot?
If you wanted to play Elliot on the right of the front three, yeah. But I think it would make more sense to just play Gakpo on the right of the front three.
Sorry to cut you. A point a lot of people in the comments are making. Jones is fit. Does he not start?
No. If it was fatigue and a tweak, I'm still not starting him.
I'm actually with you on that. For me, that was almost like a sign saying let's not push it.
Just like we did with Gravenberch, where we gave him a week off after it happened with him. You know what I mean? Let's not rush him. We need him, and I wish we could play him, but I'm not risking him.
I'll
This
be honest,
game is
though,
important. It's not as important as the rest of the season, though.
with no disrespect to the players in that match, that might be our weakest midfield lineup, though. If everyone's fit, that might actually be our weakest midfield lineup. Which also shows the depth we've got in midfield.
You know what? And this isn't being shady at all. I'd probably say you swap McAllister for Endo, and that would be our weakest midfield.
Again, no disrespect to McAllister. McAllister's a far superior footballer, but I think Endo's a better DM.
No, I agree with that, but we're just talking about the actual ability of the players. I would say swap Endo with McAllister, and then I'll say that's probably our weakest midfield.
Fair dude.
Yeah.
Up top, then, who going for up top?
I would probably.
I think 2 of them are guaranteed.
Yeah, I would. I'm definitely going to play Diaz on the right again. I want him to play himself back into form. But this time, I would actually give Jota a rest. Yeah, and have him as an impact sub and hopefully we don't need him. So I'd go Nunes down the middle and I'd go Gakpo left wing.
So you go Nunes down the middle.
Yeah, and Gakpo left wing. And then, to be fair, them two can just interchange with how they feel the game's going. Like if a scenario takes place where they swap for a little while, then let that be the case. But I would, from the beginning, I'd have Gakpo left and I'd have Nunes down the middle, and then I'd have Jota and Jones on the bench. I'd still bring Jones on the bench, in case we might need him. But yeah. That's what I would go with.
That's thrown me a bit drift. Because I would have started Jota, but I do echo what you're saying in terms of, here's the thing, I would give Jota a rest at the weekend, providing he gets through this game. And here's the thing, I think you play Jota when you have him, rather than trying to be overly cautious.
I hear that. But I like him. I like having him as an option in case we're chasing the game. I mean, I hope he doesn't even come to that. But
I was going to say,
if we're chasing the game, I like having. And then if we're not chasing the game, he can have the night off.
But here's the thing, Jota could make it so we're never chasing the game, because he could get the first chance in the game, slot it away, and we're comfy for the rest. Or he could be in a position where he assists someone else and we're good.
But I still believe that front three is more than capable of doing that without him being there.
Me personally, I would start Nunes left, Jota through the middle, and I'd actually go Gakpo on the right.
Oh, right. So you'd have Diaz on the bench.
Yeah, I'd have Diaz in reserve for this game.
Okay.
Because I think that front three can interchange as well. I think Jota could move out to the right, and Gakpo could go into the middle if need be. Jota could go out to the left, and Nunes could go into the middle. I think Jota's got to start, man. He's our best finisher. He's the one.
Yeah, but these lot are still fully capable, though, bro. All these guys are capable of getting goals without.
No, here's the thing: they're all capable of getting goals, but Jota's probably the one you'd say is inevitable. Like, with all due respect to the others, if the ball falls them in the boxes, it still feels to me like it's a 50-50 whether it's going to be a goal or not. With Jota, the odds feel very, very skewed in our favour where he's going to score.
Yeah, I hear what you're saying, but...
And that's not me trying to throw shade, by the way.
There's still a part of me that believes that you've got to be a little bit protective of Jota within himself. I get what you mean when he's fit, play him. But at the same time, he did come back from injury not that long ago, and we've played him pretty much in every game since he come back. So I get what you mean. You can rest him at the weekend. This game is important. I understand that. So I get the logic, and I don't even disagree with it. I just feel a little bit more comfortable with Jota playing a bench role for the next 2 games and not playing as much football rather than him starting, if that makes sense. Like, I'd rather he just got a 20-minute cameo in this game and the Norwich game, and it was pretty much like he had a decent rest to be ready for the Chelsea game, rather than he plays a full game. Do you get what I mean in this game? But I get it.
I mean, you could argue though, Drift, it's just as much of a risk bringing him onto the pitch when he's a little cold and trying to get up to speed, and he could tweak something there, as opposed to starting and warming into the game. There's risk both ways.
There is, but obviously the least amount of running is probably still the more ideal way of not being injured, if you get what I mean. Like, the longer you're on the pitch, the more running you do, innit? So technically. But yeah, I mean, either way.
I'd be going strong in this game to try and secure everything and make sure we get that trip to Wembley booked.
Yeah, I hear that. I do hear that. And if we didn't win, it would be devastating that it was because of a rotation. The funny thing is, though, bro, there ain't much else we can do with that team anyway. Do you know what I mean? Like, apart from Ibu for Konza and Jota, if you want to start Jota or not, we're down to the bare bones. That there's not really much else you can do
Yeah,
anyway. Really, You get what
I'm
I'm
definitely
saying?
starting Joey at left back though.
Oh, fair enough. Fair
You're
enough.
definitely starting
I
Joey at left.
definitely understand the logic of why people are saying to do that, 100%. But I believe in Robbo, and if he's fit, Robbo is Robbo, innit? I don't think it would be in any way detrimental to the team for Robbo to play. So
Yeah. All right. Let's hit up these supers and then we do the score predictions. Shout out to Sly Entertainments for becoming a member. Big up yourself. And also big up to
man, big up.
Josh. The Flying Scotsman is back. Come on, Borough too. That's a point as well. You'll be doing a watch along for that, right?
Yeah, people join me for the watch along to watch the ops to see who, if fingers crossed we get past Fulham, who we will be playing in the finals. So I'll be going live at 7:45 roughly. So join me, guys, over on Drifty TV and give me a subscribe and hit that like button on the way in. As right here, people, make sure you're hitting the like button and subscribing, guys.
Indeed, indeed. Right. So just score prediction. Fulham versus Liverpool. Craven Cottage.
Drifty TV, Ahmed. I'll be doing a watch along for my for the Chelsea game. Here's a scary thing, bro. I don't think we win the game, but I think we go through.
Okay.
I got a feeling this game's going to be a draw. And then thankfully we'll have the advantage taken from Anfield. So I'm going to go 1-1.
I'm going 2-0 Liverpool. For anyone asking, I'm not able to join Drift. I'm going to literally, as soon as this finishes, I've got to go and pick up my little one from nursery. And then I've got more work to do.
Jersey.
And then I've got MMA to do tonight as well. I'm going 2-0. I'm going 2-0 Liverpool. I think we'll do it.
I hope you're right and I'm wrong. But I just think it might be a cagey game. Not many goals in it.
I don't think it'll be that cagey. I think Fulham will try and attack from the first whistle. They'll try.
No, they will.
They will. Try and get the supporters on side. Big up. Jamie says, as you guys may know, I've not been myself for a while now, and I've been good at hiding it. I'm back now and feel good. I'd like to thank you guys, especially Cal True Friend. I'm back feeling myself. Big up yourself, Jamie, bro. Big up, brother.
Big up, Jamie, man.
You've gone through a lot, bro, and you're a stronger man than most. So big up yourself, bro.
Yeah, man. I can't even imagine what it must be like to have the stuff with his daughter going on. So
yeah,
keep your head up,
Jamie, man. Big up yourself, bro. Right, Drift. Anything you want to say to the people before we take them out?
Just big up everyone as always. Love as always.
So
make sure you smash that like button.
Bash says, Bilal. I don't know who this is. So
yeah, I've never heard of him either.
No idea who that is.
So. Yeah, I'm not sure.
I don't even know if that's a real name or not. No disrespect. I don't even know who that is. So can't say.
It doesn't. If at the risk, it seems like Carnouse, like El Carnouse. That's what it seems like. But yeah, I've never heard of him.
Well, people, make sure you join us tomorrow night for the live match watch along. Liverpool travel to Craven Cottage to try and book themselves another final in the Carabao Cup. Will it be Chelsea or Borough? Join Drifty TV to find out tonight.
I had a feeling he might be Moroccan, but I didn't want to do the stereotype thing and thingy because the name sounded very Arab. So I was thinking, yeah, is that like a, you know what I mean? So okay, he's a Moroccan wonder kid apparently. I haven't seen anything about it though.
Is he a DM? Or a centre back, because that's what we need right now.
As soon as you see Wonder Kid, chances are he's an attacking player.
Yeah,
you very rarely hear that.
Is he a right winger? Is he left-footed right winger? Because then I'll be all right. I'll be all right. But those are the three solutions we need right now. And big up everyone.
People saying he's Belgian. I'm confused. Is he Moroccan? Is he Belgian? What's going on, guys? What's going on?
I'm gonna have to Google him. But now, big up everyone.
Oh,
smash that like button if you haven't.
Who's he playing for then? So I can check him out if he's at the AFCON. Someone let me know which team he's playing for. Because if he's at AFCON, then obviously he can't be Belgian.
Unless if he's AFCON, he'll be Moroccan then, isn't it?
Yeah, unless he was born in Belgium, but he picked Morocco. I don't know, but
Jamie said he's from Kent. Big up, everyone. Until we see you next time. Stay safe, stay blessed. We're Kopish. We're out, people. Take care.
peace.